God bless you. God loves you. Yeah. God has been working in our lives throughout this year as well. So we just give thanks. Give them big hug. We're celebrating Jesus who came into this world as a light. God bless you. Yeah, just introduce yourself. Yeah, Jesus came into this world as a light, as Bible says. So this is John chapter 12, verse 46. Can you turn to the next one? Yeah, this is a verse. I use NIV, it's more clear. I have come into the world as a light so that no one who believes in me should stay in darkness. See, it has a lot of meaning in just one verse. Jesus himself compares as a light. Then who we are as his creatures, we don't have any light. That's what he meant. So, if we believe in Jesus Christ, then we shouldn't stay in the darkness. Because Jesus came into this world as a light. When the light shines, darkness will be gone. But this is not our just light that we use on a daily basis. This is a permanent light. Whenever he has, his light in our lives, then there is no darkness. Because his light will reveal everything into our hearts. That's what it meant. So, next one goes. Since we live in the dark world, everyone has dark days. So I'm going to just talk about a couple of things today. Dark days of disappointment. So how many disappointments you had throughout this year? Raise your hand. Countless? That's why you didn't raise your hand. Every day. We just stumbled, we fell, but we got up again. Why? Because of the light. When we have a light, there is no darkness. That's what it meant. See how many disappointments. Some of you planned travel, but East Coast, it's a stormy weather, snow. All the flights were canceled yesterday until Tuesday morning. So everyone got stuck at LAX. How disappointed. What about your finance? What about your life, the journey? You planned, okay, next year I'm going to do this, God help me, all those things we pray. But it doesn't go as we planned everything. That's the life. So because we live in this dark world, only thing we have is a disappointment. Next one. So dark days of distress. So if you don't bring your disappointment before God, next step is what? Distress. Suffering. Right? For no reason sometimes. But I have to go through. Psalm 22 said, why are you so far away when I groan for help? Sometimes we shout before God, but it seems like there's no help from God. So what are we going to do? Next step is we call our friends, family members, relatives for help. But their help will be temporal. They cannot fix every situation we face every day, even throughout the year. See, every day I called you, you do not answer. Have you ever in this kind of situation? What about every night you hear my voice, but I find no relief? That's why instead of having peace in our hearts to sleep, but we would have nightmare. We'll wake up middle of the night and we thought that, oh, God just came and woke me up. But how many times do we think that? If we felt that God came and woke us up, then we just right away came before Him and just kneel down and, God, thank you for visiting me in the middle of the night. But not many times we did that. We're trying to go back to sleep, but we couldn't. Why? There's no peace. Constant worrying, anxiety in our hearts. What if phrase every day in our thoughts. What if this is not going to turn out to be good? What am I going to do? We're always looking for escape. But in this world, we are in the darkness. We cannot escape. So we need to bring disappointments and distress before God and ask Him to help us to resolve it. That way we can restart it again. But if we don't do that, next step goes to the third one, depression. We're going into deep down depressions. In the way we cannot see anything. All what I want to do is focus on myself. Wherever we look at ourselves, there's no resolution. Only thing we have is the problems. So Psalm 88:18 says, darkness is my closest friend. Do you like this? I don't like this verse. Instead, the light is my close friend. Right? But we cannot avoid this world because we were born into dark world. We don't know the reason why God allowed the evil power to rule this world. But the fact is, we are born into this world. That proves that we are sinners. We cannot escape from the darkness unless we leave this world and be with the Lord. Apart, my spirit apart from my body, that's the time we can be with the Lord. Otherwise, we still live until the last day. God has allowed us to be here. So Lamentation says, the thought of my suffering is bitter beyond words. I cannot even explain. It is beyond my comprehension. That's why we call life is unpredictable. We don't even know what will happen tomorrow. We have hope next year everything will come out to be okay, but there's no guarantee. I will never forget this awful time as I grieve over my loss. This is what we are doing when you're under depression. You can be free from your bondage. The more you think about one thing, the more you have a headache. And the more you become a blind, not to see any good things in this world. Everything is so bad.